Hi guys, Pastor Janet here. I wanted to come back and talk about pre-made book covers. When I first became a writer, an author, I was so excited about getting my books out, and I wanted to have a fantastic cover and a blurb on the back. So all that was in my mind. But then when I started checking into book covers and found out the prices were some of them were what designers wanted. Some wanted up to 300, some wanted 500, some even wanted as high as $800 to design a book cover for you. Now, I'm a book cover designer, and I have designed all of my book covers, especially the ones that are my Christian novels. I design the covers. But then I also have paid designers to design covers for me. And one lady did it for me, and she was very reasonable. And she's also a book cover designer. But when you start looking for book cover designers, you have to really decide, do you have the funds? Because it can be very expensive. That's why we have pre-made book covers out there where you can go on sites, you can go on your internet and put in pre-made book covers for authors. And they'll give you a whole list of places that you can go and look at pre-made book covers, which is really wonderful. And they can be, you can change the titles and stuff and design it for your own self. And then you pay them the price that they ask for, which is nice. That's one of the good things about book covers. And they're not as expensive as personal designers. Now, like I said, when you start looking for book cover designers, you're going to be talking money. I mean, a lot of money. So if you don't have that, pre-made book covers are nice. There's so many places out there now that do pre-made, and you can fix the title. They have tools on there where you can click out their title and put in your title, put in what you want to say on it, put in your name, and stuff like that. So that's good. That's one of the pros. But the con is that you may find your book cover with somebody else's name on it because other people can buy the same cover that you like. They just change the design and put their name and stuff on it. The same thing you would do. That's one of the cons. But it's not really a bad con if you don't mind. If you don't mind that, look, you might walk into the bookstore and see somebody's cover and you say, "That's the same cover I had." That's one of the cons of book cover pre-made ones. You can run into other authors that have like the same cover. Just change the title, change the subtitle, put their name on it, and everything. But I really think that's a minor con. Because if you don't have a lot of money, I think I tried that once. And I knew that there was another person that had a book title that was similar to mine. The cover was the same, but my name was on it and stuff like that. So that's just some of the things that you have to look for. The pro is that it's great for authors that don't have a lot of money. There's so many places out there that will design your book covers for you and that had pre-made ones that they can show you how they designed them for other people. And you, like I said, they have tools where you can click their title out, click their name out, and you can design the cover the way you want it. So for pre-made book covers are nice. They're especially nice for people that don't have a lot of money. So that's about pre-made book covers. The pro is that it's good for people who don't have a lot of money. The con is that the major con is that you may find that cover with somebody else's name on it in another book. And so if you don't mind that, then I'd say pre-made book covers are great to do. Okay? It's very short. Pre-made book, it's just, the pro is that it's great for authors that don't have a lot of money. The con is that you may find that cover with somebody else's name on it. The same cover that you're using, but your cover has your name on it and all that things that you want to say. So that's the basic thing about pre-made book covers. So I think it's a good thing for authors that don't have a lot of money because, like I said, you start looking for book cover designers, you're going to be talking megabucks because they work hard to design, and they'll send you previews of the book cover. If you want to do it that way, if you know a personal person that's doing it like I do. I do book covers myself, but I just do them for my own. I don't really do for other people. I could, because I have my degree in that. I could do that, but I don't. I just like to do them for myself because you know what you want. And some people, you design covers for them, and they'll look at it and they'll say, "I don't like that cover. You didn't put this, you didn't put that," because everybody has a preference. So it's hard to meet other people's preference of what they want. So sometimes I just like to design for myself. That's just me. I design for me. Nobody else, just me. But I am a book cover designer. I have a degree in that. And I have a degree in fiction writing and things like that. So, and I also have a degree in uh, fitness. I used to do videos with a very famous guru guy. If I said his name, but I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But he's very strong. I did videos in Chicago with him, and my videos playing in Canada, he told me. So I have a fitness site. I design all my own site stuff on there. 2 Burning Bush writer sites, and I design my stuff on there. So, but book covers, if you don't mind designing and paying the money for it, then it's great to find a person you can put in on the internet and say book cover designers, and they'll come up with a lot of places. Internet is great for giving you ideas of what is out there. So, you know, I didn't list anything here because I knew that you can go on the internet and just find it. Just put in, excuse me, pre-made book covers or book cover designers. Or just say, I need a book cover designer. They'll come up with a lot of people on there that will design your books for you. But like I said, it's megabucks. So just remember that. And there's nothing wrong with that because they've studied hard and they're trying to make a living too, and they want to design your book and you want to be pleased with it, so you want to come back to them for another design. So that's what book covers do. They want you to like their work, so that you'll tell other people and other people and other people, so they'll have a lot of people that they can design books for. That's one of the pros. They do good work because they study hard and they go through a lot. But the con is that you may find that cover on somebody else's book with somebody else's name that look just like yours, just that they just changed the title. Because pre-made, anybody can buy them. So, and they have a selection of genders. They have fiction, sci-fi, romance, fantasy, mystery. So they have all kind of genders. So whatever gender you write in, you're bound to find a book cover if you go on the internet. You're bound to find a pre-made book cover or a book cover designer that you will like. So just take your time and look into it and find the one that you want, either a personal designer or a pre-made cover, and then go from there. Okay? So I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and I will chat with you another day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.